Hi, I am Charlie Thongpahusatcha from KT Getaways Dream Vacations. You are about to find out the top 10 mistakes that first-time cruisers often make. In this video, I will show you what those mistakes are. 1. Booking the wrong cruise line. The number one thing that people do when they book their cruises is that they are ending up booking the wrong cruise line for them. You have to know that cruise lines are not created equal, and they are not catered to the same clientele. For example, if you are a younger person looking for more of a party ship with a college atmosphere, you will want to book on Carnival instead of some other cruise line like Holland America, which is more geared towards an older travelers and a more sophisticated luxury cruise and vice versa. If you are looking for an action-packed and fun, or you are looking for a family vacation, maybe Royal Caribbean or Norwegian Cruise Line is more appropriated. You don't want to book the small ship in the fleet and then realized how come there is no flowrider, skydiving simulator, rock climbing, etc. So make sure you do some research and book the right cruise line for the purpose of your trip. 2. Not checking cabin location before booking. First-time cruisers often do not know that the location of the cabins is important, and they should take time to learn about it before booking. I am going to do a separate video about this, telling you where the worst cabins are. If you are booking your cruise for the first time, you should be aware that the location of your cabin might ruin your cruise experience. For example, your room might wind up near public noisy area such as bars, lounges, or pools. Or it may be too front or back of the ship where there is more movement, and you might end up seasick, if you are prone to it. However, you can do a little research, or if you are using travel agent, they can definitely tell you where a good cabin is. 3. Not pre-booking anything. This is one of the best advices I can give, that is, pre-book everything before your cruise. First-time cruisers often do not know that they can pre-book almost anything on their cruises and save a lot of money. For example, you can prepay for your Wi-Fi, drink packages, excursions, or water to send to your room. You could prepay for your spa treatment. These can save you a lot. The first time I went on a cruise, I did not know that I can order water to send to my room, so I did not order any. I end up paying a lot more for water when I am on the ship. 4. Overpacking. One of the most common mistakes that first-time cruisers make is to overpack. I recommend that you should only bring one suitcase and one travel backpack, or carry on with you on an average 5 to 7 days cruise. When I first started cruising, I brought 3 suitcases for 4 people, and plus a few carry-on. We have difficulty finding room to store the suitcases in our cabin, and we ended up not using some of the stuff that we packed on the cruise. So now I have learned how to pack only the essentials and only what I need. However, don't underpack as well. Make sure you bring all your essentials you need and the things that will accommodate your cruise experience. I have another video that tell you what the essential things to pack are. Take a look at that. So remember, don't overpack or underpack. The rule of thumb I would say is no more than 2 large suitcases and 2 small backpacks in a cabin. 5. Not leaving enough time. This applies to many things. First-time cruisers don't leave enough time when they are traveling to and from port. If you are flying to another city for your cruise, always come in 1 day early. Try not to fly in the same day as your cruise, as flight delay may occur, and that will definitely ruin your cruise experience. Also, when you finish your cruise, don't schedule a flight that fly out in the morning. Try to schedule a flight that leaves in the afternoon. That will give you enough time to be relaxed and don't need to rush. After all, you are on a vacation, and you do not want to run for your flight or missing your flight altogether. On departure day, go to your cruise at least 3 to 4 hours before departure time. This has 2 benefits. First, you don't need to rush on to your cruise. And second, you will have enough time to enjoy food and relaxation on the cruise. During the cruise, leave enough time to go back to your cruise. My recommendation is to go back to your ship at least 1 hour before the ship departure time. Sometimes the line can be long, particularly closer to the departure time. 6. Not knowing all the rules on the cruise. First-time cruisers do not realize that there are rules on the cruise, and they must be followed. Each cruise line may have different rules. For example, all cruise line will provide on their website prohibited items to bring on the ship. If you are going to check in and embark the ship, and you bring a clothes iron or a candle, they will confiscate it. You can take your clothes iron to a hotel, but not on a cruise ship. 7. Not putting your cell phone on airplane mode. Forgetting to put your cell phone on airplane mode can rack up a lot of charges on your cell phone because of the roaming charges and data. First thing to do with your phone when embarking the ship is to put it on airplane mode and then connect to the ship Wi-Fi. Even when you are in a port, don't turn the airplane mode off, because it can still rack up a lot of charges on your cell phone. So don't forget to put your cell phone on airplane mode. 8. Not changing your watch to ship time. Why is this important, you might say? My phone automatically adjusts its time at every location I am in. That is exactly where the problem is. First-time cruisers do not realize that there is ship time and there is local time that might be different. The ship will only care about ship time and do not care about local time. Therefore, it is important that you have a watch that can set to a ship time, so that it does not adjust automatically on local time in every location you are in. Of course, most of the time, the ship time and local time may be the same, but you cannot be sure in every port. So make sure you are aware of the ship time and local time as a first-time cruiser. 9. Booking too much or too little excursions. For the first-time cruiser, I recommend booking 50 to 75% of excursions on your cruise and leave room for rest. You can book additional excursion while you are on the ship, even though they might be more expensive. This way you have room to decide whether you want to go on excursions every time you are in a port. For example, on a 4 ports itinerary, I recommend booking excursion for 2 or maximum 3 ports and leave 1 or 2 ports empty, so that you can make your decision whether to add additional excursion or not, depending on how you feel during your trip. 10. Overeating. Of course, most foods are free on the cruise ship. So, why not eat as much as you can? This is not the case in my opinion. I recommend eating more than usual, but not to overeating until you may get sick. Try to pace yourself during the day eating, and make sure you don't overeat until you feel sick. These are my top 10 tips for first-time cruisers to avoid making on their first trip. I have 2 extra bonuses for you. The first bonus is first-time cruisers are afraid to ask for more than 1 dish at the main dining room. So you sit down at the dinner, and you see 2 appetizers that you really want to try. I know you may think it is weird or awkward to ask for more than 1 dish at dinner in the main dining room. However, this is normal, and you should feel free to order second appetizer, or even a second entree or a second dessert. I have done that several times myself. But be sure not to overeat. The second bonus is that the first-time cruisers do not buy travel insurance. In many cases, you may not know that a travel insurance is available. However, it is really an inexpensive way to make sure that you are protected, particularly in case you become so sick that you have to be airlifted out of the cruise ship to the nearest hospital. Travel insurance is not a requirement for going on a cruise, so many people will say that it is unnecessary. I strongly recommend you to get one. Let me know in the comments section what you think or what I may have missed. This is Charlie Thongpahusatcha from KT Getaways Dream Vacations. I hope you enjoy this video. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button.